Crossed the flat in Baton Rouge, heading for the trains, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. Took my mouth harp out of my old dirty red bandana, was playing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With them windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that's driving you. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues, and feeling good was good enough for me. And Bobby McGee, from the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul, standing right beside me through everything I'd done, and every night she kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away, looking for that home I hope she'll find. I'd trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose, and nothing left was all that's left to me. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues, and feeling good was good enough for me. And Bobby McGee, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose, and nothing ain't worth nothing but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when somebody sang the blues, and feeling good was good enough for me. And Bobby McGee. All right, that was me and Bobby McGee, a song that was, I think most of us know Janis Joplin's version, but hers was far from the first. This song was written by Kris Kristofferson in the late 60s, and three different people, not even including Kris, three different people had hits with it in 1969. Roger Miller, Kenny Rogers, and Gordon Lightfoot all had successful singles with it in 1969. Kristofferson came out with his own version in 1970, and then Janis Joplin, they released her version, actually posthumously. She died in 1970. They released her version, which was probably the biggest hit of all, in 1971. So again, a very successful song. And by the way, I played that song straight off the chord charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So check that video link, download the free ukulele song sheet, and you can play me and Bobby McGee. Now, now that I've played through the song, we'll go through the chords and the strumming pattern. It's all pretty straightforward. Now, all those versions I just told you about, Roger Miller, Kenny Rogers, Gordon Lightfoot, etc., Janis, they're all a little bit different. Everyone treated the song a little differently. Almost none of them sang it in the same key. I wound up, just because I think it was a good key, a good ukulele-friendly key, and also a pretty friendly one to sing, I chose the Kenny Rogers version to base this on. So this one is in the key of D, and it works. It's a pretty comfortable key. So that's the one we're going to play. So if you want to play along with any of the versions, your best bet, based on this sheet, will be the Kenny Rogers version. So anyway, let's talk about the chords. There aren't many. I think there's a grand total of 4 in the whole song. The first chord, like I said, it's in the key of D, so the first chord we see is D, 2, 2, 2, 0. The second chord we come upon is an A chord, 2, 1, 0, 0. The next chord we come upon here is a D7th, and there's a couple ways you can play it. This one works, 2, 2, 2, 3. You can also, if you want, since it's such an easy transition from the D chord, you can just lift your middle finger. And this chord here, 2, 0, 2, 0, it's very close to a D7. I think it's missing one of the notes of a D7th chord, but it sounds fine. A lot of people, including myself, will use it. So you have your choice when you get to the D7 to either just lift your middle finger off your D chord or do the more traditional 2, 2, 2, 3 for the D7th. Either one's fine. And the fourth and last chord, G. 0, 2, 3, 2. That's it. There's only those 4 chords in the entire song. So now let's talk about this strum pattern. Let me just play. I'll tell you what I found myself doing. Pretty straightforward, pretty common strum pattern. What I heard myself doing when I just sat and listened to myself and tried to analyze it, if you will, was I heard myself doing sort of going back and forth between a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes adding a little extra strum and go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and again, there's, when I did one, when I did the other, it's not worth thinking about it. Just whatever feels right when you're singing the song and playing it. But I found when I was doing the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, I was doing down, down, up, down, up, down. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, heading for a train. And as I said, sometimes I found myself adding a little extra, more like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Subtle difference there between the 2, 4 and the 2, 5. Here's the 2, 4 again. And here's the 2, 5. How you use one, both, or how you mix them up doesn't make a difference. Whatever feels good. And don't be thinking about, oh, do I do a 2, 4? Do just that basic, very common rhythm. Bustin' flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. We found a diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. And that strumming pattern, that basic, goes throughout the entire song. There's no real changes in tempo. There's a couple pauses, as you saw the song, the Kenny Rogers version anyway, starts with that percussion. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for the train. Then it comes in there. But other than pauses like that, and pauses like at the end of the chorus, the tempo is the same. The strumming pattern you can use throughout the entire song. So that's really it. That's all there is to Me and Bobby McGee, a fun song from the late 60s that a lot of different people had success with. So hope you have fun playing it.